Welcome back to Over the Line. I'm here with Allison Knight this week. It's John Mattis, and we're just going to jump right into it with this week's viral sports stories. First, we head to New York, where the Rangers were clearing out their lockers, and Dan Boyle got a little upset. He wouldn't start his media scrum without having New York Post reporter Larry Brooks out of the area.
Not a critique, but I'm just telling you I don't want you here. I have no respect for you. I want you to get the out.
And, you know, it got a little heated because apparently Brooks criticized them recently in a column, and there were F-bombs dropped, and Boyle came off a little unprofessional. I don't know how you think.
It was a little bit childish. I guess emotions are high. They just lost a 4-1 series to the Penguins, so he may have been a little bit emotional, which is a good thing, I guess, in hockey, but it was a little much for that, and swearing at these guys, like, show some respect.
Yeah, it was, I would say, a little over the top. You could have taken Brooks aside and said, hey, I didn't appreciate your coverage of me this year, and maybe had it out personally, you know, to the side. But the fact that he made it public and it was caught on camera, everyone's tweeting about it, all that kind of stuff, it shone the wrong light on him considering he's about to retire, and it's more or less the last thing we're going to remember about it.
A little uncomfortable.
Next up, we go to the Diamond, where Toronto Blue Jays first baseman Chris Colabello is facing, you know, kind of a defense position because he got suspended for 80 games. He took some sort of steroid substance that's in his body, and the league was not happy with that. And now he's stuck trying to tell everyone, you know, I didn't mean to do it, and he ends up sitting down with Sportsnet. He has a one-on-one. It gets very emotional, and he also admits that he was, you know, he's very torn over the whole situation because he had no idea how it got in his body. And he seems like a good guy, but he's obviously got to face some music.
Yeah, and I get it. It's embarrassing, and it's obviously emotional, and 80 games is a lot of games. But I'm sorry, if you're a professional athlete, you should know what's going into your body. I don't buy the whole, like, oh, I don't know how it got there argument. Like, come on. I don't think it's enough.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, I mean, we all want to believe him, but, you know, history tells us that just because an athlete comes out and says, I didn't do it, I swear I didn't do it, doesn't mean it's not true. Lance Armstrong,
yeah.
You know.
Anyway, go Jays.
Lastly, Allison, we go to Detroit, where Tiger center fielder Tyler Collins was flipping the bird. You can imagine what's in between here if I wanted to his own fans. And it was over a pop fly that he missed. His teammate also screwed up on the play. And obviously a lot of frustration, and there's boos coming down. And if I was in this situation, at least, you know, from afar, I think I would just curse on my breath, maybe put my head down and just, you know, collect myself and move on. But he decided to kind of lash out, and he apologized after, so I give him credit for that.
Yeah, I've done some embarrassing things before, but never in front of that many people, and it was pretty bad. So I understand his frustration with himself and with the boos coming from his own fans. But that was a little bit over the line, as we would say. I don't think it was appropriate.
I thought he should have been suspended. Major League Baseball thought otherwise. I don't know what you think.
Well, he could still be fined, which I think would be okay, but I think it's something that can be dealt with within the team. And with his fans, he's going to get some backlash anyway, so I think that's enough punishment.
Yeah, I think there'll be a few more boos, but for a different reason next time. That's it. Very emotional over the line. There was some crying, there was some bird flipping, and lots of swearing. Yep. So maybe we'll keep it cleaner next time.
We'll see.
Yeah,
see what they give us.
But in the meantime, check us out on Post media sites across Canada, and we'll see you next week.
It's embarrassing to be that in the public eye.
Those are